Hey guys, so this is just a quick video that I thought I would make to show you how to be more secure online and just a series of things that I like to use when going online. So let's just get into it. First thing I would do that I personally don't do but I suggest a lot of people do, it's a really easy fix that gives you a lot of privacy with all the stuff that you search. So essentially what it is going to your browser. I use Firefox. I suggest using Firefox. It's one of the best browsers. I'll talk about it more later, but it's the one I personally use. And it's changing your search engine. You probably use Google, let's be honest. Most people use Google. However, if you want to be more, not anonymous, but to not show your data, because if I believe correctly, if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure Google takes the data that you search up. So instead we will be using DuckDuckGo, which is much safer and it doesn't take any of your data from what I've found online. So to do this is very easy. We're going to go on settings, not these settings, sorry, here. We're going to be going to settings, so here we are, and we're going to be going to search. In search we're going to have default search engine. We're going to change this to DuckDuckGo. After doing this, when we go online, we will see the DuckDuckGo icon in our Firefox or wherever you're doing it. If I change it back to Google, we're going to see Google over here. Now, if we go to Chrome, for instance, another way of doing this is, another way of doing this from Chrome is by going here, settings again, and then search engine, and changing it to DuckDuckGo. So yeah, even though it is Chrome and it is pretty sure part of Google, you get to use DuckDuckGo in it and it works just fine. I'm going to change it, however, back to Google. There we go. Now, another suggestion, the next suggestion that I would make is just learning how to use the classic Windows antivirus software. This, from what I've heard, Windows antivirus is really good. Just try to do a quick scan every once in a while and you're going to be fine. From what I've heard though, it is really good for nowadays, especially if you don't do any stuff that would be considered possibly illegal, such as downloading certain things. You should be fine with just Windows security. However, if you want to go the extra mile, the next thing that I would do is download Malwarebytes. Malwarebytes is considered to be a pretty decent antivirus. If you look at somewhere where they're talking about antiviruses, they're going to be saying the Windows antivirus is good by itself, or they're going to be saying download Malwarebytes. What I like to do is just do both. Download Malwarebytes and use the already installed Windows antivirus and run both of them if you feel like you want to be extra safe. It works fine, it's really easy to use. You just download it and then you click on scan to do a scan. However, and this is very important, this scan will do a basic scan, just to put it bluntly. And if you want a more thorough scan, and when I say thorough, I mean thorough. Like, when I tried to do this scan, it took me around 9 hours. So, this is going to be a thorough scan. What you need to do is click on Advanced Scan, Configure Scan, Scan for rootkits, and then if you start it now, it's going to say that you can't do it. So you're going to have to select Scan rootkits and then scan the drive that you want to scan. In my, if you want to be safe, I would do all your drives, just for that extra bit of safety. However, if I were to do it right now, since I've already scanned them and I know that these two are safe and I don't touch them much, I'm going to unselect this two and just do the main C drive where I have my Windows installed and where I download most of the things from the internet. And then you would click Start Custom Scan. This scan is going to take a long time, but it's going to be very thorough and give you the actual reports on how your computer is doing. So that is the next level of like security, I guess you could say. So very useful if you want to just be a little bit safer. Next thing I would do is to install uBlock Origin. This is really easy. However, uBlock Origin, it's going to be removed from Chrome and it's probably going to be removed from other browsers that use Chromium. If you look up what browsers use Chromium, a ton of them do, such as Opera, Edge, Microsoft Edge, that is, of course, and a lot of other ones, except Firefox, because Firefox does not use Chromium. So if you're going to install uBlock Origin, I highly suggest that you do it through Firefox. That's why I also like to install Firefox. It's just a great browser, and uBlock Origin is going to stay in there. So yeah, to install it, it's really easy. You just go to their uBlock Origin. You just can Google it. Chrome Web Store, if you're using Chrome. If you're using Firefox, you go on the Firefox one. In my case, it's this one. And you just install it. Very easy, not hard at all. And essentially what it does is an ad blocker. However, it's a very powerful ad blocker because what it can do is it can block ads and it can block any type of pop-ups and stuff. From what I've tested, this is probably the best ad blocker that exists, at least at the time of recording this video, because yeah, it's just very well-rounded, very good. If you're going into more sketchy websites, this is the way to go, 100%. As I said, it's probably only going to be in Mozilla, or it's certainly not going to be in Chrome for a very long time, so install it in Chrome and use it for the time being, or just get Mozilla Firefox and you're going to be good. Next thing that I would do is probably get a VPN. This is if you want your whatever you search online for it not to be tracked by your ISP or internet service provider. So the one that I suggest to use, because it's the one that works best for me and good if you don't want, people snooping on what you're doing, is Proton VPN. It's pretty good. All you have to do is go on their website, download it. Go on their website, create an account, and then download it after you've created an account. Once you have it, really easy, open it up on your computer. And once you've opened it up, you're likely going to have to log in the first time. But once you're logged in, really easy. You just click Quick Connect, and it'll connect you to a network. This will make it so that any kind of info or data that's arriving to your computer will be passed through this network. Of course, this means a few things. It's going to be probably a bit slower, especially if you're using the free version. And it's also not going to be able to track to you. So if someone finds your IP, they're likely going to get this IP, or in my case it's going to be this IP, instead of whatever IP you are in actually. You don't want people seeing what you're going to do. I would go with a VPN, turn it on as you can see, really easy, just quick connect, and you're using it already. The downside of Proton VPN is that you cannot you cannot choose the country that you want to do. So for example, if I connect right now, it gives me a random one. In this case, it's Netherlands. I can try to change to the server, but this will only let me do it like a few times, and then it will not let me until the cooldown ends. So essentially, you'll get a VPN, but you cannot choose the server. So if for some reason you want to get the server you're looking for, you will have to likely pay for the VPN or use a different one. You don't have to use Proton. Proton is just the one that I personally use. But yeah, if you want to choose the place that you want to connect to, you will have to likely pay for it. The price is around $10 a month. However, if you pay obviously for the more longer plans, the price per month is a bit lower. So for now, I'm going to disconnect from it. And yeah, that's the basics done. That's already pretty good, and if you're just looking to do some basic stuff, maybe look at some sketchy websites, this should be enough. However, we can also download some extra things to be extra secure. So first thing I would do is install Hitman Pro. This is an antivirus software, just like Malwarebytes, just like Windows Security. However, from what I've seen, not a lot of people talk about it, and it's very good for what it does. The free version, of course, is pretty good for what it does. All these things, I'm talking about the free version. Of course, if you get the Malwarebytes premium version, it'll be better. It'll probably be a little bit different. So you'll get all those bonuses. However, for all the stuff that I'm talking about, it's all completely free. But of course, if you pay, you'll get a bit of a bonus. So once you install Hitman Pro, you're just going to click next, and it's going to start scanning your computer just like another antivirus software. I found Hitman Pro to be really good and give a lot of hits and find stuff that other antivirus software haven't found yet, or directly just haven't found at all. So I highly suggest this one if you're just want to be that much safer. And yeah, it works great, and I don't know why more people don't install it. So yeah, if you want to be extra safe, just download those two and use the Windows security that's already in your computer, and you're going to be fine. And the very last thing that I would do, if you want to be 100% safe, is, or sorry, incognito, is install the Tor browser. What the Tor browser does is it essentially makes you completely invisible, to put it in a way. So there's other videos that explain how it works actually, and how it takes what you search and it puts it in a way so that people can't find what you're up to and what you're doing. So this is great. Once you open Tor, it's going to say connect to Tor, and you're going to click connect. It's going to take a second, and you can also you will have this open, and then from here you can just search up anything like you would in any other browser, and it's just going to work, and it's just going to give you whatever you're looking for, and it's great, and it's very private, as you can see here. So if you're looking at this Tor browser as well, you might notice that it looks a bit similar to Firefox, and that is actually because it is based off of Firefox. The base code for the browser is Firefox, which is very cool because it just shows that out of all the browsers, Firefox is probably the best one to use if you're not going to go with Tor. Because, of course, Tor is very linked with the dark web and all that kind of stuff. So if you're living with someone that is like, oh, I really wish I could get more privacy on my computer, but they're using a work computer or something that's like, I don't know if I want to install things on it that are like Tor or that kind of stuff. You can just tell them, hey, use DuckDuckGo and you're going to be more safe. However, if it's your personal computer and you want to be completely safe, download Tor. And as you can see as well, it does also use DuckDuckGo. So essentially what we did for our Mozilla one, Tor is obviously a lot better, but it is some of the things that we did similarly. So let's say I search something on it. As you can see, this browser goes through, in this case, the United States, Germany, and Poland, and then it goes to DuckDuckGo. So very safe, very private if you want to use it. And there's a little button that lets you restart the browser in case you, for some reason, want to restart it completely and go from blank. And yeah, this is my suggestion if you really want to be that much safer. So yeah, that's essentially the video. I hope it could help you out, and I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, see ya.